day. Kelly, thank you. Every Sunday, Pat Sullivan from Sullivan Hardware and Garden gives us great advice for do-it-yourself home improvement.
And this week, Pat has a short to-do list for homeowners to check out before watching the Super Bowl tonight.
All right, so I know you're all waiting for the Super Bowl right here on WTHR, but you know what? Funny thing about this, I thought we'd spend a little time in the utility closet. This, I took off. I got to fix that. The boys were always peeing in the sump pit. Too much information? Maybe. All right, so there's a few things going on inside the utility closet, things that you can maybe do before the pregame starts in about an hour. First of all, how about the furnace? You know, there's not a whole lot. The furnaces have gotten a lot more complicated, but making sure that you have a good filter in is very important. Now, what I do is I actually will date the filter because I'm not great on remembering when to put the. Now, I actually had this installed. This is a high efficiency 5-inch filter. If your HVAC contractor can put one of these in, I would highly recommend it. Before, I was just using plain old fiberglass filters. Now, there's better 1-inch filters like this, but my HVAC contractor said I'm too stupid to use these better filters because I can't remember to change them, and he made me use these like that. So, a good filter, all right? Also, the high efficiency, you know, we've got some snow coming. Look at these PVC pipes that exit the outside of your house. Make sure no snow, there's no leaves from the fall, any debris that's built up, because that can shut your furnace down. Going on vacation, here's something so simple, we don't even sell very many of them. This is called the Winter Watchman. You plug it into the wall, plug a lamp into it, set the temperature. If the temperature in the house drops below that set level, the light goes on, and then your nosy neighbor over there goes, ah, the furnace stopped, and can give you a call. That way they won't come in your house and go through your medicine cabinet. All right, the good old water heater right here. Now, everybody wants to drain the water heater. It's a great idea. I think you should drain the water heater. The problem is, we only think about it every 5 years or so. And the problem is, sediment builds up in the bottom of this tank. And so when you go and you attach a hose to the bottom here, and then you open this valve, this one takes a screwdriver, you open this up, generally what happens is the sediment clogs the valve. So then I think, well, is it really worth it? A lot of experts will tell me, well, then you take the valve off and then you shove a screwdriver in there and get it all worked out. It's like, really? I'm just trying to kill some time before the game. All right, so I don't really recommend you doing that. But if you want to try it, if it's a fairly new heater, go ahead. You put the pilot or put the gas. If it's a gas, put it on pilot. Shut the water off. Open up the valve. Now this is what I would recommend. Go to the store before you start and get a 3/4 inch national hose cap, because when this sediment clogs this valve and it starts to leak, then you can simply put the cap on there, all right? So then you're not doing more harm, because remember, we're just looking for things to do. All right, back in here, some of us, not all of us, have sump pumps, all right? Here's the deal with sump pumps. The water heater, when the water heater quits, it's gonna drip down onto the floor and you're gonna go, hey honey, need a new water heater. When the sump pump quit, it quits, and then it floods the basement. So I would recommend just replace it. You can't sit there and wait until it fails. Replace the sump pump every 3 to 5 years, depending on how much it's used. All right, if you're getting some smell down in here, get yourself a nice brush, get some bleach water, and you just scrub down on the inside. Ugh, it's so nasty down there, but you'll take care of a lot of the smell. All right, one last thing. If you maybe don't make it down to the basement and wonder what's going on, this is a very simple water alarm. All right, not high-tech at all. You can get the high-tech ones. It'll call you, tweet you, Instagram you. This one, you just sit on the ground. If water covers it up, the alarm goes off. Costs about $15. The game starts in, about 10 hours.